I'm Angela Hendriks, and this is my husband Rudy Hendriks, and we're the owners of On Time Dry Cleaners and Laundry.
We had this business and it was a struggling business. But never did we think that a small business like ours would be able to service a business like Woodlands Dairy. We are contracted by Woodlands Dairy to do all the PPE, and it's changed the whole landscape of our business tremendously, and we always will be grateful.
As a struggling small business, it was difficult. You were literally living from the hand to the mouth. And then when a big company like Woodlands Dairy comes alongside a small business and shows support, it literally changed everything around for us. The current laundry that we're owning, it used to belong to a local from Human Store. So that's the laundry Woodlands Dairy helped us to buy from this lady. We own the building now, because the heart of the owner of Woodlands Dairy is always to grow people, to help people. And it was always the concern, are you doing well as a business? And it allowed us as a family a better life, better schooling, better life, becoming better people. Because as we moved along, we grew not only in the business, but we grew as people as well.
They showed me certain things that I needed to see, and then immediately they said, okay, so how do we assist? How do we fix this? And that is something that I will always hold dear to my heart, because the moments when I felt like, oh my gosh, you don't know what you're doing, you're out of your depth, whatever, I've never got that experience from a company this size. It's up to our game, it's up to our standards tremendously. It's a serious business that taught us to do serious business. Sometimes say there are people, they have the skill, they just don't have the knowledge. They need the little tweaks, but they don't know how to do them. And then people that have been in business longer and are doing business on a bigger scale, they know how to, because they would mention a simple thing, and you implement it and you see different results. To dump money sometimes is not the answer. I think that could cause more of a problem. So it's really good if the business now takes the small business hand and journey with them and show them where the speed bumps are, where the sharp turns are, slow down over here, okay, speed up over here. If you implement some of the principles and the values, it will give you different results.
I think one of my prayers was, Lord, at the age of 35, I'd like to have a house again. I'd like to have a growing business. And I remember I was still working at church when it was January that year when I was turning 35. And I had this conversation with God. And I said, God, but nothing is impossible to you. So on the 14th of April that year, when I turned 35, we signed the documents to the new building, which means it was our second business, a growing business. And then on top of it, they had a house next to it, so we got a house. So we changed the business name from Laundry On Time to On Time Laundry. And at that point, it had nothing to do with our timing, but everything to do with God's timing, because God's timing is perfect. So at the age of 35, we got the growing business, we got the new house. And that is how the name, that is what On Time represents for us as the Hendriks family. I think perseverance and just to stick it out. Life is gonna hit you down so many times, but don't lay. It's not how you fall, it's how you get up. If you're a hard worker, use whatever you've got in your hands and make a success of that. That's all you need, just to use what you've got in your hands, and God will support and surround you with the right people. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a journey. It's not gonna happen overnight. But it grew us as people. We don't grow in comfortability.